you guys, I'm laughing because every now and then you guys know, right? I'm bring this on over. Every now and then, right? You guys know that sometimes when I'm doing something naughty, the Lord tend to give me message or he tend to pull me up just like you guys. He tend to do me that, right? So I'm gonna give you something that's funny that happens to me, right? Use my little disobedient stuff, right? So I don't know who know like it ain't gonna have plenty people. I don't know if you all know this song, right? But it's a Marshall song, right? And people don't go and Google it up because I'm not proud of this one. You guys, this morning, right? It's a Marshall song. Marshall is like a Trinidadian song, right? So I was listening to this song. This song, I don't know how it came up. Yes, this is how it came up. I was watching this comedy. I love comedies because it lifts my spirit up, you guys. You know, when I need to laugh or whatever it is, it really lifts up my spirit, right? So this this morning I was like, you know, looking at this comedian stuff or whatever. It wasn't any rude thing or anything, just normal jokes. And but it had inside of it this song called You Got the Wine, No Waste the Time, Hey Girl, I tired of the lip service. Right? No long talking and all of that. The end not bad, but that part stood out. You guys, I was like, ooh, that is, you know, listen, I ain't all the time, I know, you know, all the time CNT and wherever it is, right? Before I turned back to Christ, I knew all of these things, right? So, oh my God. And I show you guys I'm human, right? You guys, I had this, I heard this song, right? And I started thinking, oh my God, you know, like them old ladies. You know, like them old ladies when thinking, oh, I remember those days when I used to, oh, that song bring back memories like that, right? It was like that. That kind of started bringing back that. I started like, oh my God, I remember that song. You know, them go and look it up. You know, the parts of me like, you know, I know the Lord say, yeah, these things is, yeah, get rid of them or whatever. But that pop up and I like, couldn't help it. And I still am going to look up the song. And that part came out. You got the wine, don't waste no time. A girl, I tired of the lip service. And the Lord gave me this revelation, right? And I believe that this revelation is not just for me. Because sometimes when he's speaking for me, he's speaking it to us. Remember, we are the body of Christ, right? We are connected. So sometimes he speak one word and it can go for a variety of us, right? So he spoke this word and he said, some of you all, you got the wine. Wine signify wisdom, right? It says that I spoke a previous video and the video had in inside of it using how I turn water into wine, like how Christ turned water into wine. I'm not talking about you guys like, oh my God, oh she have magical power, she could turn water into wine. No. I simply mean the Lord in that previous video that I spoke, he showed me how I use all of the tears, all of the water, all of the things that I've gone through, all of the sadness, you know, water, the tears. Tears comes out like water, right? I'm breaking it down, right? He showed me how I use all of these sad things, all of the tears, all of these situations that I've gone through, all of the things that makes me cry, and how I turn them into lessons to teach me how to be a better person, or to just really enrich, and I turned them into wisdom, right? And he showed me Christ turning water into wine, right? Um, Something that is supposed to meant to be sad into something that is good, right? So I turn it around. All things work for the good of them that love the Lord, right? So when he say, you got the wine, don't waste no time, I tired of lip service. What he was really saying is that some of us, we have the wisdom. Do not waste our time because we know better, and he wants us to move better because we know better. So don't act foolish. He wants us to move in that knowing better that we know. He don't just want lip service. Lip service meaning we are just speaking it, but not putting it into action. So when he say you got the wine, he's saying you got the wisdom from all of these things that you go through. You burn enough. You go through enough things and it teach you enough lessons, and now he don't want you to waste your time, like act like if you don't know, act foolish. He tired of you now operating in stupidity, operating like if you don't know. He's tired of that. He wants you to put your legs where mouth is, meaning action things. Christ says, "Oh, unless your righteousness be way better than the scribes and Pharisees," something like that. I don't know if I quote that correctly, right? But they say your righteousness have to be more better than the scribes and the Pharisees. The scribes and the Pharisees was those who knew the word of the Lord like the back of their hands, but there were no actions behind it. Right? They just knew the word of the Lord to judge someone or to say this or whatever, but they had no actions behind it. The Lord say you got the wine, meaning you got the wisdom. He does not want you to waste your time. He don't want you to waste your time, act like if you don't know. You got the wisdom, moving that wisdom, stop just speaking the word. Make your righteousness more exceed, unless he said, unless your righteousness, you gotta exceed that thing. Because sometimes the reason why certain blessings is withheld from us is because the Lord give us the wisdom to get those things, to move wisely. And we are, okay, we know it and we just have it there, wherever it is. Yeah, I know this or whatever, but I'm not going to use that wisdom. And then we aren't seeing blessings, right? So we kind of holding up things longer than it's supposed to. The Lord say he's tired of a lip service, just knowing the word, just speaking the word and not putting action. Say, do you catch what the Spirit of the Lord is saying, saints? Right? So he hit me this morning and I was like, oh my God, you got the way. Oh, that was suck. I remember them days. But yeah, that's a bachelor start. And when I hear that part, I'm like, oh God. I stopped. I kind of had to stop because I hear that lip service thing and I know when the Lord kind of like, hey, I see you. And I was like, oh God. I was like, hey, yeah, I got, I got that A, right? So he's saying right now, he say, you got the wisdom. Some of us have the wisdom of the Lord, right? I wouldn't say some of us because it's not like if I don't listen to anything he said. I does listen. It's just sometimes I be hardened, right? So he's saying you got the wine, the wisdom. Don't waste time, right? Don't act like if you don't know it, it's like you're wasting time. Um, you want you to put those actions to where you want you to put those actions, like put everything that you know into action. Don't just know, okay, this now I'm not supposed to do and this what I'm supposed to do, and then yeah. And there's things the Lord know when you're fighting up to do things, and he know when you're just being hardened. So he's tired of the lip service. I don't know who can relate to this word, but if you have the wisdom and you're being hardened, this would might be for you. Stay with us, stay strong. Bye guys.